Good morning. Day 2. I'm so glad I got to stay in that shelter last night, Thomas Knob shelter, because it was so blustery and rainy and windy all night. So the shelter fits 16 people. I was afraid it might be full because of the bad weather, but I think it was the opposite. I think fewer people were camping out because of the bad weather. So there were only 5 other people there besides me. And I got to lay down for about 7 or 8 hours. I didn't sleep for that amount of time because there were just some noises happening in the shelter, and I finally put earplugs in and that solved it. So I was like, why didn't I put earplugs in sooner? It's because I didn't want to get out from the warmth of my sleeping bag to get them out, which is silly. So now I just am keeping my earplugs handy any night I sleep. But I still got to rest my legs for that long, which is important. And I had one nasty blister that I took care of this morning. I drained it. I put a Band-Aid and some Leukotape over it. And I'm hoping it won't give me issues today. I also taped up my pinky toe, which was kind of getting jammed into my 4th toe. So I wrapped that with a Band-Aid and then put more Leukotape over that. So foot care done. It's a beautiful morning. It's very misty. I started the day with wearing my Tracksmith jacket and a garbage bag over that with armholes that I ripped out, but then quickly got warm, and I'm wearing pants from Mountain Hardwear. That's where my shirt's from too. But right now it's okay. I may regret not having put shorts on. I may need to change later in the day, but you just never know. So my goal is to get to, I believe it's Atkins, Virginia, where I have a motel stay booked. Since I went a little farther yesterday, that means I have fewer miles to do today. So I have 46 miles, or just slightly over that. I started at 5:09. So far it's been a little slow going because it's wet and there's a lot of rocks. So I just need to be careful and not slip. But my hope is to get in between 8 and 9 o'clock, which I think would be about 3 miles an hour. Yeah. Yep. Let's see, 12 plus 5 a.m. plus 12. That's 5 p.m. plus another 3 hours. That's another 9 miles. I think the math checks out. Yeah. I love these wide open expanses. Even though it's foggy, it just looks really cool. But so far things are going good. I'm a little over 7 miles in, averaging 18 minutes and 36 seconds per mile, which is good. I'm happy with that. While I have that familiar feeling of apprehension at the beginning of the day, I am telling myself that, hey, you've already made good time so far. There's no reason you can't make good time moving forward. All you have to do is to keep doing what you're doing. I can do that. All right, it is not even 10 o'clock in the morning yet, and I am a third done, about 15 and a half miles, 4 hours, 45 minutes, which feels good. I'm happy with the progress I'm making. So that's like around 18 minute, 15 second pace. And I told myself, even if you slow down and average 20-minute miles the rest of the time, you'll still make it by 8 o'clock. So stop worrying, Liz. But it's a really nice day. It's very beautiful and misty. Just the trail ahead of me. But it's nice and cool. It's raining a little bit. I'm not mad. I wore pants and I did have to like roll them up so they look a little silly, but just because my pack is rubbing against my back a little bit. So it seems like there's going to be some chafing after today, and my feet are starting to hurt from blisters and being a little cramped with my toes. So I do have a wider pair of shoes that I sent myself in the mail at the southern end of Shenandoah Park, but I still got a ways to go until I get there. So I don't know, foot stuff is serious. It's really important to take good care of your feet in endeavors like this. So I'm just gonna, take time every day to doctor them up and take really good care of them. And hopefully these blisters will eventually turn into calluses and I'll be in hopefully good shape, several days from now. But until then, might be a little rough. More of the classic green tunnel. Quintessential AT. Open meadow, AT sign on a post, flowers. It's beautiful. It is just after 2 o'clock. I am nearly 30 miles in, and when you're actually out here walking every step of every mile, it is very much earned. There's no shortcuts. There's no, I don't know. There's no like, well, maybe this next section will be faster. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Other than that, there's nothing that can replace putting in the work. And maybe there's some kind of life lesson in there. No shortcuts. I guess I could relate that to my piano practice. Some of the stuff I play is really hard, and I'm not just, naturally good at playing it. I have to sit there and practice and work out every note and every movement until it's just right. So there's no just sitting down and sight reading a really complicated piece. You have to break it down and learn every bit and then repeat over and over and over. So I don't know, that's kind of what I feel like I'm doing out here right now. A step and a step and a step and a step and a step, and they just all add up over time. This is a view of Rye Valley, according to the sign. All right, onward. More bridge walking, my favorite. It's the best. Yeah. All right, thought it would be time for a little check-in. I just passed Partnership Shelter and the Visitors Center. For those that are familiar with the trail, the Visitor Center closed at 4. I got there at 3:58 or so, and the shopkeeper was rolling the windows closed, and I said, "Hi, can I buy a snack?" Because I'm definitely running low on food. I'll have enough, but it would be nice to have more. And she said, "Sorry, honey, we don't have any snacks, just drinks." And I was like, okay. But on the upside, I'm just gonna keep going and make progress toward Atkins, which is my next stop. So there haven't been many people out here. I ran into one hiker and he said, "You're the first Nobo hiker I've seen all day." And I said, "You're the first hiker I've seen on this ridge. I saw hikers earlier today, but it has definitely been a while. Yeah, I don't know. Like the weather, it's been sprinkling, but it's actually been really nice. So if that is driving people away from hiking today, that is too bad for them. And there's a lot of chatter about trail days, the hiker festival in Damascus that's coming up next weekend. So some people are doing a section hike. I mean, they're doing a through hike, but flip-flopping so that they're hiking Sobo southbound so that they can go to trail days. And I'm thinking, well, if all the hikers aren't trail days, well, A, I'm kind of sad to not be at trail days, but B, maybe that means more shelter space for me. Yes. But overall, I'm doing good. I'm feeling a little brain dead, a little out of it. My feet hurt a little, but for all things considered, I'm feeling okay. Just tired. So can't complain. 41.5 miles down, approximately 6 miles to go, and it's all downhill, which I will take. I am feeling fine, but definitely out of it and ready to get to where I'm going. It's been a beautiful day of ridge walking. Almost this entire day has just been being on top of a ridge, and it's been misty and there are ferns everywhere. Let's see. And I went through this field of ferns earlier, and it's just the best smell ever. Ferns smell so good, and especially since it's been sort of misting all day, the forest smells incredible. Getting closer. Here's the school. +46 miles in. I am toast. It seems like the ETA, or estimated distance, keeps getting longer to get to my destination, Atkins, Virginia. But I did some digging. It looks like there's a Mexican place right by where I'm staying. So I'm gonna order myself a burrito once I'm a little less than a mile out. Then ideally it'll be ready when I get there. Then I can just grab my burrito, walk to my lodging, relax in, and eat, shower, pass out. Hey, beautiful. Oh, hi, pretty baby. Oh, okay. So close. You can hear the sounds of the highway, which usually that's a bad sound. But when you're a hiker, that can mean, a highway can mean comfort and food and charging your phone. So it's a welcome sound in this case. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Those are the angels singing. And this is the blaze I will return to tomorrow. Mexican food this way, hotel this way. Yay! I am one tired and happy girl. Everything today went as planned or better. I have my food. I made it in earlier than planned, which that never seems to happen. So yeah, I don't know. I today went really well, but I'm battling this weird gloomy feeling. I don't know why I feel gloomy. I think maybe I feel a little bit of foreboding of how hard the rest of this journey is going to be. I think I'm just wondering, can I do it? I don't know. But I did yesterday, and I did it today, so we'll just go with that.